Just so everyone in the audience understands, I'm currently eating pizza. So if you hear the sounds of oral sex, it's not actually that. It is just me eating food.
He's mouth fucking a pizza. He's mouth fucking Italy. Let's start again.
No. This is a good place to start for the final episode of season 4.
This is the end.
Gary's back, baby.
Hi, everyone.
And he doesn't have syphilis.
Yeah, honestly, thanks for that. I was listening to it on the train, and the first 10 minutes of the podcast was just like, yeah, he's having sex, getting syphilis, he's shagging locals in Bali.
In fairness, we pointed out that you weren't there to defend yourself, and that's your fault.
If you take time off, you accept that this is going to happen.
Yeah, that feels fair.
Yeah. So how was Bali? Because the roundup of your trip, from what you explained, was you were in a hotel with no walls during a rainy season landslide, and then you swam into a wall and hurt your head.
Yeah, so I got a really bad sunburn on day 1. Because I'm
so British.
They sent out like a warning, like danger to life, because it was going to be like 42 degrees.
Oh shit!
And because there's like no ozone layer over that part of the world, like it's just extreme UV. So what I did, being like, and this is the first time my body had seen sunlight in about 6 months, was lie in a big beanbag in the pool in the hotel, spread eagle.
Yeah.
Nice. Honestly, about half an hour in the midday sun, and I got really badly sunburnt for about 2 days of pure torture. But then it was all right.
People make fun of Brits for this, but my retort to that is at least we have a functioning economy.
I mean, for now.
I mean, barely.
Yeah. Do we?
But the thing is, whilst ours isn't doing very well, everyone else is fucked up anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, we're not Haiti.
We're not Haiti. Yeah, we're lovey. That's what we are.
Awful. Really bad.
Yeah.
I think I went through Haiti a couple of years ago.
Why?
Why not?
By go through, do you mean it was part of your heroic sex tour?
I was going to say he had something up his arse and something needed to go across the border.
No,
so.
I was in the Dominican, and we basically kind of stopped at the Haiti border, and then some guy just kind of started pointing guns in the in the van, or very near the van at least. I'm kind of checking passports, and I was like, we're not leaving the country though. So why are you looking at this?
Yeah. Why do you need the passport?
Yeah, what are you doing here, pal?
Why do you need the gun? Guns can't read passports.
To go to someplace called Paradise Island, which was lovely.
You mean
no,
death?
that sounds.
You mean to get shot in the face and go to heaven?
Yeah.
Well, it's either that, or there is some Hollywood producer that owns that island, and many, many, many children get fucked on.
Yeah, the fair chance could be Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I mean, or basically the entire of Nickelodeon owns that island. Yeah.
Last bit of libel to start the show.
Yeah. Just to put us at risk. Thank you for that.
But the very worst I did was we were on tour in Germany, and I found a shortcut to go through Ramstein Air Force Base.
I remember,
which is a big US Air Force base. Like it's the biggest Air Force base in the world.
I mean, doesn't matter who it belongs to. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
That's not a shortcut, is it, Charlie?
Any Air Force base.
We tried getting past the security checkpoint, and then there was a lot of guys with guns that were just kind of like, "Why? This is a US Air Force base."
I'm glad they did that, because I think that they looked at you guys and they just went, "Look, no, but why?"
And we were just kind of like, well, we know the band and we saw it, and I thought it might be a shortcut. And then they took our passports very quickly and kind of like pointed us very quickly out, and only gave us our passports back as soon as we were well clear of the...
Charlie, why have both of your stories about being in foreign countries ended up with you at the fucking business end of an AR-15 holding your passport?
It's yeah.
He's a drug smuggler. This
is a Glock. And you go, this is my passport.
I'll trade you fear for my papers.
It was very helpful that we were white and trying to break into an Air Force base.
Okay. This along.
It's feeling threaded.
feeling
and I'm
thready.
surrounded by gentlemen.
Shall we do some stories? And shall we kill off season 4?
Hello and welcome to The Thread of Gentlemen, a podcast where we take a kamikaze dive into the best
and often worse tales the internet has to offer.
I'm Johnny. I'm Ben.
I'm Charlie, and without any further ado,
I think we need to get this show started.
Oh, just before we start, there was a guy who sent in a video of a squirrel in a trebuchet.
It was gorgeous.
It's starting to catch on, and I wish it wasn't.
Of all the things, trebuchet. Right, are you ready? McDonald's breakfast.
Oh, McDonald's breakfast.
Now we all know this is a champion breakfast. This is a go-to for anyone with a hangover.
You're driving down the road and the drive-thru's there, and you go, "I won't tell if you won't."
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. It's a proud shameful, you know.
Yeah. It's girls walk down the road holding their heels. We're holding a bag of hash browns, and people go, "Oh,
yeah, poor guy."
yeah." That, or there's like some fucking phone salesman in Swindon who's got like a really dodgy tie who's like getting his breakfast, and you go, "Oh, Gary, I think we need to put that somewhere else, don't we?"
Yeah, he just come out of a travel lodge. He's had a couple of lonely wanks that evening because there's nothing else to do there.
In a bin.
Yeah, in a bin. Or just released straight into the sheets. Anyways, all right, gentlemen, I saw something a while back that made me heave, so let's talk about it.
Oh, let's not talk about it.
This is the first time I've ever seen John afraid of the stories.
Me and the lads have been out on a heavy sesh weekend. It's Sunday morning, so we dip out of the Ibis Hotel and into Macca's. Sausage and egg McMuffins are my only hope. I hear you.
Yeah, we've been there.
Fine with
also, Ibis.
Yeah, absolutely. Too many times. We're sat up upstairs trying to stomach it when the dad and his daughter came up and start ordering on the touchscreen things. I didn't get a good look at him, but he was wearing a hoodie and shorts, scruffy looking geezer.
Judging people now, are we? In your McDonald's?
Yes, absolutely.
Straight out of your Ibis.
The pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. I'm not even
Fucking what a high horse you're
not
on.
even ashamed to admit
It's
it.
like, I'm getting the Caesar salad. Get your fucking bag of carrots and piss off.
No one orders a bag of carrots at McDonald's. You've got to be weird to do that. Anyhow, the daughter is tapping away on her screen, and just as I look over, she stares up at her dad. At this very moment, this dirty git chunders right into her fucking face. Torrents of beige juice and porridge rains down. I heard the splash as it hit her face and then the floor. He literally vomited on his kid's face, all over in her hair and everything. She's crying as he marches her out, leaving last night chunks for some other cunt to deal with. And we scarper too, so people don't think it's us. The smell was starting to set in too as we left, which was doing me no favours.
You know what? If I worked at McDonald's and my boss then looked at me and pointed at the broom, I'd go, "I quit."
Yeah. Okay, so we've done some things. We've talked about some things in this podcast.
I'm really enjoying that image.
The big one coming to me is like the like the homeless person sneeze in your face in someone's open mouth.
Oh.
Would you rather have someone sick on your face and your head, or take the sneeze?
Sick.
You take the
Nah, take the sneeze, man.
Yeah, I'll take the sneeze.
I'll take the sneeze.
Maybe not from a hobo, but
He was sick into his own daughter's face. Imagine the conversation with the mum.
I think you could.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, it's harder to get that shot than it is to just kind of like go anywhere else.
Yeah, 98% of the rest of the negative space is not your daughter.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, even if it wasn't my kid, if there was someone in front of me, I would go, I would go off on a tangent. I wouldn't just be like, fuck you.
That guy's divorced, and that was his weekend time with that girl.
Listen,
Fix their relationship. No, do you know what it is? She looked up and said, "Daddy, can I have carrots?" And he went, "Right." I'll give you carrots.
Or maybe it's a strategic plan to get him out of ever looking after the kid again.
Oh, man. He put the fucking Cumberland pie right on her face. That is...
Cumberland pie.
I never thought I'd hear that. He put the Cumberland pie on her face.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That poor girl.
And I have a prediction for that girl. She's going to grow up hating men, dye her hair a funny colour, probably shave it on one side, and be friend of the lamb, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that or she does porn.
Yeah.
Can't go in, can it?
Vomit porn. She drowned right there in that McDonald's because she didn't close her mouth. Oh, imagine chewing on someone else's chewy face. Got him!
Got him! Got him!
I was going to just go for another slice then, but I'm going to pass.
All right, fuck it. Is that the end of that
Yeah,
story?
that's it, yeah,
We need
someone-
to move on.
Yeah, Jesus God, yeah.
Move on.
Oh, Christ.
All right, guys, this is Johnny. Just letting you know that we have a brand new Thread of Gentlemen YouTube channel where you can watch us record this episode and many others like it. We've got lots of exclusive content over there, like our Stinky Fish Food Challenge. So if you're a fan of the podcast, you're enjoying the show, make sure you come hang out with us over on YouTube. Just search Thread of Gentlemen on YouTube and hit that like and notification bell. All the best.
This is one of those times where I have no idea what is going to happen in this because it says thanks for a great night.
Well, that's the title. Thanks for a great night. Okay.
Somehow I feel like it's not going to be a great night.
Is this a letter from one of Charlie's barley lovers? Fernando, Ricardo, Frank.
I don't know how true this is, but I heard this one about a girl who had a one-night stand with a guy. In the morning, the guy left for work and let her stay to sleep in. Gent. Just asking her to lock the door behind her on the way out. Trusting.
Yeah.
By the way, she stole his passport. When she did wake up, she took a dump in the toilet. But it wouldn't flush for some reason. Leave the hat.
Yeah, delete the guy.
Just leave. Yeah.
Just sign the toilet seat and off you go. This is
with a Sharpie.
Yeah, exactly. Done. Laters.
Leave some skiddies on there, man. Let them dry up throughout the day. Get them crisp, you know?
The flush ain't going to pick them off. You're going to need to
You can
get
tell I
in
really
there.
don't understand women. But it wouldn't flush for some reason. Because it was a fucking Christmas log, let's be honest.
Yeah. It was a fuel tanker.
Oh, mate, you need to get the fucking back end of a broom to break it off. She didn't want to leave the shit
Oh,
in the
Baltimore
toilet.
Bridge. That ain't going in.
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the broom or a ship from Singapore. So, she didn't want to leave it. So she took a plastic bag. Oh.
No.
Too much.
She's about to pick up the hat, isn't she?
Yeah.
The hat should be left.
Just leave it. Cover it in toilet roll.
She's a dog owner. We know that much. Because she fucking put her hand in the bag. And is probably going to do the old pull through. And she picked up the poop and put it in the bag. Well, you picked up the poop and put it in the bag. You didn't just use the bag to pick up the poop.
Oh, yeah. Error in all of that. But also, just go, man. He's picked you up for a one-night stand. He's not husband material. Like,
The guy will probably
done.
think it's his.
Okay, she went to the kitchen and wrote a really long note about how she enjoyed her night and left him the phone number, asking him to call again. So you've committed a crime and then you've left your fucking phone number?
Yeah.
But she put it in a bag to what? Take it with her?
Well, there's more. So, I feel like we haven't heard the last of this
Yeah,
bag.
I know where this is going.
Why'd you put it in the bag, though? I almost don't want to read on because I want to hate you for this crime. And then she left after leaving the note and her number. She locked the door and closed it behind her. And as soon as the door closed, she realised she'd left the plastic bag of poop on the counter where she set it down.
That's the most rookie error. I mean, so many things have gone wrong to get to this point.
Gentlemen, comment.
Imagine you're the dude, right? You're feeling good. You've had a one-night stand. You do a full day of work. You expect her to be gone when you get back. You hope that she is. You put your key in the lock. You open the door. Yes, she's gone. Brilliant. You can still smell her. Bad times. Going to need to clean. So you walk in the kitchen. There's a note and a bag. And you think, oh, she got breakfast and brought me some back. That's really nice of her. Maybe she got a delivery. You open it up. It's the equivalent of Papa John's in the bag.
I can actually get her out of this one. And I can. And I mean this.
No, you can't. She left a poo in a bag on a counter. You can't get her out of this.
I can get her out of this, okay?
Go on.
And I don't know why I'm doing her this favour, but what you then do is you fucking call this guy up if you have his number, okay? And then you say, I want to do a surprise for you later on. You then go, and I don't even care whether you've got into your overdraft. You go to Ann Summers, you buy the nicest set you possibly can, right? And then you go and you fucking put it back in the toilet. You eradicate that bag, okay? And then you wait in his apartment and you give him a blowy for like 12 days straight.
No, but you've already left the apartment by that point. You can't get in.
No, because you go get his key from work, don't you? You're like, I'm gonna do a surprise for you.
Yeah, but you're not going to give that girl the key, are you?
I'll be honest with you.
Definitely
No,
not.
no,
I think if I was in that
Charlie
position,
would give her his passport, but you're not going to give her the keys to your flat.
I'd just kick in the door.
Well, no, listen. Like, this is the ultimate. Like, this is not leave the hat. This is leave the room.
Leave the country.
Yeah, I'd just be like,
Leave this life.
yeah, just be like, okay, well, listen, this guy's got to deal with this when he goes back.
Well, okay. She had no way to get back in, obviously.
Yeah.
She left.
Yeah, good.
So some guy came back home after work to find a note from his one-night stand and a bag of poop on his kitchen counter. He did not call.
It'd be kind of weird if he did.
Kind of sounds like a non-problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't call. It doesn't matter. You're never going to see the guy again. If you do, ignore him.
I mean, in fairness, if you open the door and you smelt that, you'd be like, oh my God, she died and the smell has worked its way into the living room. Oh my God.
Charlie, I'm amazed at the fact you described that as a non-problem.
Well, it's not your problem. Do you know what I mean?
It's her problem.
Well, it's not anymore, is it? Like,
I mean, but you have a bag of human waste on your kitchen counter as well, so you better get the sieve out. Like,
Thing is, I know what he did as well. He would have emptied that into the toilet, flushed it, and then gone, oh, I get it.
what do you do with the bag?
it goes out the window.
I think you just,
You launch it.
arms away.
You spin it. You spin it, hope it doesn't break, and just.
I can't help think that this is like a New York apartment, so it's just going to like rain down on Fifth Avenue.
Fine.
Rain on me.
Not chocolate rain.
It's not your DNA. It doesn't matter.
Oh, don't say DNA.
Yeah, that's not acceptable in society.
All right, I add to the scenario. Somebody sneezes in your mouth, your dad vomits on you at McDonald's, or you receive a poo bomb from 30 stories.
I would rather take the. Would I tell what? The sneeze, I think, is the one for me.
Yeah, I'd go
What
sneeze.
is the fucking matter with you guys, man? I'm still going with vomit hat.
Yeah.
I mean, none of these are good. Like, you know, if suicide was an option, I'd probably choose that.
Just leave me your passport before you do it.
If you've liked what you've heard in this podcast, but you've got your own stories that you know are even worse, please send it through to stories@thethreadofgentleman.com.
And we will do our best to air your dirty and filthy laundry for you. Thank you.
I've got a story. This story is called Pants Check.
Right.
Soundbite, innit?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we know what we're in for. So, I'm sat in the M&S cafe in my usual spot. I work remotely, so I sometimes work from here to get out of the house. Yeah,
Fine.
I say work, I mean doom scrolling holidays I can't afford whilst listening to Thread of Gentlemen.
Hey.
Wicked, thank you for that.
Hey.
Nice. Anyhow, this chap walks in. Now, full disclosure, he is handicapped. Okay.
John.
Okay.
Just thin ice, man.
Full disclosure, he is handicapped. I think Down syndrome with some other issues. I see him around. He never has a carer or anything, and he always seems really happy and polite.
Why does this story feel like a revolving door where the only way in is also out as well?
He gets a sandwich and he sits down on the other side of the room, and suddenly there is a fart. Proper plastic chair fart. Hot sour bum air being forced into plastic. Oh, that's horrible. That's really horrible.
Yeah.
That's a flapper.
He says, you know the type. Yeah, we do, man.
Yeah, I've been there.
We do. A few people look around and I can't help but smile. But this guy looks up at everyone and says, pardon me. I was thinking, wow, you could have got away with that.
Yeah,
pal.
laid
You
claim.
should have staged up. Yeah. Just look at the old woman next
Yeah.
to you. You know, that's what you do.
You fucking climbed that hill and stuck your flag in, man.
Exactly. But you know what? He's honest, fair
Yeah.
play. Shortly after this, there is another fart, but this one was wet. And also, this time people knew where to look. He quickly gets up, quite agitated, and says something I will never forget. Oh no, pants check. He quickly gathers up all of his stuff and walks through the people, repeating the words, pants check, pants check, pants check, again and again. It's now become a phrase that I say every time I fart in my house, and my wife hates it.
That's brilliant.
Oh.
That is.
That's fantastic.
You're
Pants
supposed
check.
to shoot up in comedy, but Jesus Christ, John.
That was fantastic.
That was great.
I'm going to use that.
And quick disclaimer, obviously that's not funny because he's disabled. It's funny because he shit himself and then told everyone about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So that's fair game. Really, it unifies all of us. That was a great story. There's nothing really to unpack there.
No,
It is what it is.
just unpack some fresh pants. Okay, so as this is the final episode of season 4, I've got something a little bit special for you guys just to end on right now.
It's
This
brown.
better not be a picture of your cock.
Well, this is a picture of my dick.
It's fire engine red, just like we thought.
I was this is one just unlucky guy. Two stories in one. Twofer, we call it. I was at a house party when I was younger. There were maybe 30 people there. One of the bedrooms was open for couples who wanted to have drunk sex. Nice. About halfway through the night, we hear the most horrific.
Designated space for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's odd that you would do that, but I guess that's where you have the camera set up, so fair enough.
The couple fucky room.
yeah, but like it happened. Do you know what I mean? There was always like someone's spare room just to kind of got. Yeah, we know.
Just wee on their pillow.
Just have sex in a bin like a normal
Yeah,
person.
come on.
God.
I was about halfway through the night. We hear the most horrific, blood-curdling, high-pitched scream coming from upstairs. We all rushed upstairs, and there was a girl and a guy in the room, both naked. She is standing by the guy, looking thoroughly confused and horrified. He is on the ground in the fetal position in a pool of blood. The host asks what happened, and the guy says something happened to his dick and removed his hands from his crotch. His dick was pissing blood at quite a rate. It was rather horrifying to behold. We call an ambulance while we tried to do whatever first aid we could. While we were doing that, the girl started explaining what had happened.
First aid are you doing?
Like CPR is just going to make it worse.
He just somebody whips off their belt and tourniquets the end
Yeah,
of his
exactly.
dick.
Tourniquet the dick.
Move, I'm not a doctor.
So she was on top, really going for it. The dick slipped out, and she came down on it with her full weight. She said she actually felt it break. That's when he started screaming, threw her off him and the bed, and rolled onto the floor. We got the full story a week later. The fracture had broken both blood-filled spaces and the urethra. The urethra was open. The blood flowed from high pressure to low pressure, hence jetting out of his dick.
I don't know whether we need to keep this
Oh,
story.
I thought he just did his banjo string, but he's actually broken his shaft.
Fucked it. He had surgery to repair the damage and was not allowed to have sex for 6 weeks after. Since he was in our friend group for the first weeks, we would randomly play the Cannibal Corpse song "I Come Blood" around him.
Can I say, I had no way in my head of slotting in the fact that about 30 seconds ago, that was a joke that I was trying to form in my head.
Yeah, these are good friends. They know what they're doing. Okay, so and then he remembered a second story, which he'll detail below, which I think is just fucking gold. When I was young, I went out with a girl who had specific kinks and wanted to play them out. One of them involved me in a Santa suit. Don't ask, she wouldn't explain it.
No, I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, and I want to know.
I mean, but if she was dressed as an elf, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it, but I kind of get
Yeah,
it.
I don't get it. So we're at her parents' house while they are out of town, and we are going at it. Nice. And we're in the top half of the suit and hat, and the literal bells are jingling. We're both
Ring ding ding a ling, ring jing a ling a ding 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 a ding a ding a ding ding ding.
we are both
If she hums that, by the way, good for her.
we're both getting close. So in a moment of horny inspiration, I yell, "Ho ho ho! Santa's about to blow," which I think
I
is
suppose you only get few opportunities in life where you can say it.
exactly.
No, I'm going to force that in places it doesn't fit.
So
That's what she said.
That's when we heard uproarious laughter from the other side of the house. We are too far gone to stop, so we finish up and sheepishly make our way to the kitchen. Her parents had come home early, and she had misread the text. The one laughing was her father. His father takes one look at me and completely loses it. I'd forgotten to take the hat off. Her mother wouldn't make eye contact with me. The worst of it is that we had planned to sit down for dinner that night. The whole night, her father wouldn't stop making not so subtle jokes, and her mother wouldn't even look at me.
Okay, Dad, why are you making jokes about your daughter getting pounded?
Yeah, but if
I think it's the way to deal, isn't it?
if you hear
I don't think so.
if you hear ho ho ho, Santa's gonna blow, you can't not.
I bet you he made my daughter's a ho 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 joke.
Yeah. And obviously, emptying Santa's sack and all that. That must have happened. He's a fool if it didn't.
Absolutely. But listen, if you have stories that you want to send them in to stories@thethreadofgentleman.com.
That's true. But if it's about bleeding penises, don't.
Or if it's about bleeding penises, like and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Yeah, no, but yeah.
actually, you can kind of leave blood out of it entirely. It's not really boo for days.
Yeah.
Wee, sneezing,
Days.
vomit, blood.
Yeah, but it's part of the course, isn't it, really, at this point?
I don't know about that.
Whatever we tell people not to send in is 100% what we're going to get.
Oh, absolutely.
You know it's true.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was about to say don't send in any tampon stories, but that's going to happen now.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for some quick fire stories from the hospital?
Oh, let's finish
I
this
just
up
said no
strong.
blood.
There's going to be more blood.
More blood clad.
So when I was a student nurse on my first ward placement, I was pleased to meet a World War II vet. Very nice.
Okay, cool. I bet he had some good stories.
Yeah, an elderly man with a vascular surgery ward looking for an amputation. Looking at amputation.
I'm
Not
here
looking
to-
for it. I'd like to get my shoulder removed, please.
Yeah. Most of my friends got theirs chopped off, and I want mine.
I'm jealous of my friends from Overhaul Beach.
Yeah.
They all get to park next to Tesco's, and I have to walk.
That can't go in.
Oh, fuck them.
So you served in World War II. I'm ex-Navy, I say. I was in the Navy too, he replied. Wow, did you see any combat? He grinned. Actually, no. I threw this gobshite off the ship and he ended up hitting the propeller. I spent the next 30 years in prison.
Okay.
Anybody else picturing that scene in Titanic with the guy jumps
exactly
off
that.
and,
Exactly that.
Exactly
and the
that.
noise it makes, like, pang.
Because there's that moment where you go, oh, this is awful. And then you go,
Also, why would you jump? Why would you jump there?
yeah, innit?
Well, you're going to die anyway. At least this way's quicker.
From this guy, we call them gobshites. you can't say for somebody you murdered in a human blender a gobshite. Like, poor soul that I fucking murdered.
Well, he's not going to correct you, is he?
I know, that's just a different generation. They're like, nah, he's still a gobshite.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
Gobshite.
He's now multiple gobshites.
Ended up a shark poo.
I'm going to bring gobshite back into regular parlance, I think.
I threw a man into a propeller.
Yeah.
That's your life story.
Okay, next one. I once escorted a mental health patient in A&E to the bathroom, was waiting outside for 15 minutes before I started to panic she had harmed herself. Calling in but no answer, which didn't quell my fears. Burst in after my third call went unanswered, only to find her stripped completely naked and rubbing one out on the bathroom floor. Undeterred, she didn't flinch and carried on as I spluttered that I couldn't do that here and to get dressed. 2 minutes later, she emerged fully clothed and casually walked back into the room as though nothing had happened.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't know where to go with that.
She owned the situation.
Yeah, but it's probably not the best place to do that. You know, MRSA pussy. That's the thing. That probably shouldn't be a thing, should it?
No.
Charlie shaking his head at me.
No.
I mean, I don't think you could be the one judge to the scenario. You're not the one fucking tickling the smashed out butterfly on a bathroom floor, are you? So,
What was it? The lamb full of buckshot or whatever you said.
you mean her bits? Show me your discoloration.
That's horrible.
Your bits.
Show me your discoloration.
You fucking, leg pastrami.
Buckshot lamb. I'm never going to forget that.
Oh, fucking hell.
He's gone.
I love that moment where Charlie goes terminal.
He reaches terminal velocity.
He's at Mac Geary. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, buckshot lamb.
All right, go on, Charlie. Give us some more medical nonsense.
I'm going. Okay, one that sticks out for me. I was a student nurse, second year, on an orthopedic ward for older people about 15 years ago. I was on a night shift, and about 3 a.m, a call bell went off. I quietly go and see what the lady wants. I get halfway to her bed, and she shouts, "Oi, do you want a job?" I try.
That's not a good sign.
I tried to get her to quiet down, and then out of nowhere, she flings this massive piece of shit into the middle of the room and shouts, "There's a jobby for you." And then just laughs hysterically for a full 10 minutes. The older healthcare assistants on the ward took pity on me and cleaned her up and sorted it out, as they probably looked too shocked to do anything. This is why I could never do that job.
You know what's funny? Anybody that's either living with somebody from the NHS or in the NHS is like, bro, like once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's different levels of chaos each time. It's not the same thing.
I mean, listen, dementia is a horrible, horrible disease. However,
there we go.
There are some comedy upsides.
Yes.
Because that is hilarious. It doesn't matter who you are. Whether you're having shit flung at you or whether you are the shit flingy, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alzheimer's.
Okay, next one.
Coming from a family, by the way, where there's been a couple of members with this, everybody with the experience of it said the one way to deal with it is comedy.
It's like everything. This is why I say the horrible things I do. It's the only way to deal with it. And it's
because
not
you're a
I'm
good
horrible
person at heart.
Exactly. I just want to help, man.
Exactly.
You're like the Mother Theresa of podcasts.
Yeah, but imagine Mother Theresa in like Ann Summers gear. That's where I'm at.
If Mother Theresa was a vampire.
I don't think of that. That's...
Oh, I need brain bleach and butter for that.
I can heal you in different ways. I don't know how Mother Teresa sounded,
Look
by
at
the way.
my discoloration.
Who wants to see my beats? Oh, well. I didn't think that my day would end.
Pizza.
Mother Teresa's vagina. That's where we're at.
Well, if you'd asked me this morning if that's where my day was going.
Not in a million years would I guess that.
That's
Then we
season
are
4.
on season
That might
4.
be the lowest point. We might have reached it.
John, whenever we do that, the bar just shifts a little bit more. If there's anything I've learned about rock bottom is underneath it, there's magma. Hot, molten nonsense.
All right, I had a patient around 80 to 85, I think. Gentleman with moderate dementia. Admitted with CAP. I don't know what that is. 5 a.m. after a night where he wasn't causing too much trouble, suddenly stands up in his bed, whips his dick out, spins it around whilst pissing, saying, "Make it stop raining."
Do you see what I mean? Right? It's horrible. However,
John.
it's kind of funny. I mean, I'm sorry that you've got a disease that's eating your brain, but at least you can do that. Your brain gave you that.
He's
And you
like a
went,
golden
"Yeah, okay."
shower version of one of those little ballerinas that when you open the box, it spins. You know? It's got like
I hope
one
he was
leg in the
humming
air.
the tune at the same time. As he was just going,
I'm sure everyone though at some point has probably had that thought to just be like, I'm going to do Wimbledon whilst pissing. And it's just like sometimes, you know, just the intrusive thoughts win. And clearly with this,
I want to say no, but then
you'd be a liar.
yeah, wouldn't be true. I was a student mental health nurse on my general placement in a cardiology ward. Sweetest old woman with dementia and Parkinson's called out to me. There's a theme here, isn't there? She had been very constipated for a long time. She was smiling and teary-eyed and proceeded to attempt to give me a gigantic shit swaddled in a towel. I think she thought she had given birth and was really, and it really was the size of a newborn. She was so proud.
all right.
Yeah.
Thing is, so you know, sometimes with dementia, the best thing to do is to play along with the fantasy. Be like, oh, if you thought of a name,
Ooh. This one had corn.
Well, listen, here's another one. I looked after an elderly lady with dementia who had a stoma for some years and was apparently independent with it. On escorting her to the bathroom, I was just about to walk away to give her some privacy before she unrolled the stoma bag and proceeded to violently shake it, covering us both in shit.
I didn't think these could get worse.
I've always thought, like, right, hear me out. This
Don't
is going to
wanna.
get weird. Strap in. I've always thought with a stoma, you know, when you got like a bag. If I had a mate who had a bag, I'd be forever squeezing the contents of that bag. Like, just, time for lunch round 2.
Oh, absolutely.
Back it goes.
It's like a fucking frube, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just imagine just walking past, being like, be like, oh, suddenly I'm full again. You know, it's
You squeeze it hard enough, they burp.
or they can suddenly taste shit.
One of their eyes just gets bigger.
I'm sure there's probably something that stops it reversing, because that could probably be quite dangerous.
Yes, a sphincter.
Oh, goddamn. All right, last one. I was on placement
Please.
in a surgical ward and was assigned to one of the bays of patients to look after with my nurse. It was visiting time, so I was taking the opportunity to do some paperwork at the end of the bay. The bed next to the window had a woman who was being visited by a young man. I looked down the corridor and saw 2 policemen approaching, full uniform on. Then get to my bay, stop and look down. Before anyone else even registers the presence of the police, the young man visiting the woman, who transpired to be his mother, leapt to his feet, uttered a few desperate profanities, and then jumped out of the closed window. It was 2 floors up. All hell breaks loose. Staff firing down the stairs, the mother screaming, the lad on the ground screaming because he broke both his legs. I'm just kind of stood there like, what the hell even happened?
He thought he was Tom Cruise.
What did he do?
Anyway, the lad goes off to ortho. The police come back and say to my mentor, we only came to notify the lady that her car got broken into last night. Well, it probably just...
By him, by the way, because he was stealing money.
It serves you right, because you've done something worse.
That's an overreaction, isn't it?
That's the ultimate overreaction. Jumped out of a
it's so-
2-store window.
That's brilliant. I mean, best place to break your legs, I guess.
Yeah. But he should have chucked her down and then ridden her down like there were people in 9/11, you know, riding a door.
All right, John.
Why is that the first image that came to me?
No, bro.
I bypassed Silver Surfer and Point Blank and went to that.
Why is he surfing a person?
Listen, you got to use the tools that are available to you. I didn't think that season 4 could drop any lower, but we've had that.
I mean, that alone was just...
And what was it, Mother Teresa's discoloured vagina.
Hey, look at my beats.
Look at my beats.
If you touch them, it will heal you.
Right, let's end this shit show before we get cancelled. Guys, been a pleasure.
Oh, no.
We'll see you at some
guys,
point
we-
soon for season 5.
Let's see if this
Yeah, we will.
season 5 times the fucking
Pray for us.
terror. Yeah. Season the.
And if people have stories for season 5, where do they send them to,
You
Charlie?
can send them to stories@thethreadofgentleman.com. Like and subscribe on YouTube and whatever.
Comment.
yeah.
Leave comments.
Trebuchet
like
your
comments.
comment to us. There you go. Goodbye.
Season 4. Love you all.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry to everyone that listens.
Ciao, all motherfuckers.